Thank you for watching the Jakarta Globe News Channel. My name is Florence Armein. On The Perspective this time, we have a young man who is very passionate about Human Development Index, improving the Human Development Index in Indonesia, which is currently ranked at number 103, if I'm not mistaken, from 187 countries. We have Billy Mambrasar. Thank you very much, Billy, for making it here. He's actually more friendlier than I've seen him on screen before. So you recently taped with our colleague here in Satu, and you spoke about nationalism and what it feels being an Indonesian at this time and age, correct? But before we get to that, let's talk about Kitong Bisa. What does it mean and how was it established?
So Kitong Bisa started in 2009 as a non-for-profit. It's a small learning center at a time. So I graduated from a university and then I worked as an engineer, in which I had to be on rotational kind of work. So I had to be on offshore, and then when I went back for 3 weeks off days, I thought I want to do something.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, I want to help.
Fill up my time?
True, I want to help kids, like, because I come from this area, I struggled really hard to get education. I want to help them to get the same quality of education. So I started calling out kids in the neighborhoods, like, do you want to learn with me? Do you want to learn with me? You know, starting from 5 kids, and it grew to like big classrooms, and then we made classrooms, you know, me and my dad.
Were you accommodating kids who were already in school, or these are kids who okay,
mixed, because like lots of kids, they don't get opportunity to equal access to education. That's where we invite them to come in and study with us.
Which part of Papua did you grow up?
I grew up in an island called Yapen Island. It's in Cendrawasih Bay, so it's like 16 hours from both Manokwari and Jayapura. It's a small island. So then because it grew and I posted stuff on the Facebook, social media about, you know, how successful it is, I got calls from my friends like, hey, I want to start the same stuff in Lombok, I want to start the same stuff in Kupang, in Aceh, you know, can you help me out with that? So I thought, yeah, sure thing. But then things get really like overloaded on my plate. I thought I need help from other young Indonesians. So I opened recruitment. I said, like, anyone want to join me on the board to train the young people who want to start the same initiative in the area? They said, yeah, let's do it together. So yeah, with the volunteers, we travel out to different part of Indonesia to give trainings on like how you can start that kind of social initiative.
Did you start first traveling with your volunteers within Papua, then you then
we started in Papua first, and then we went to Lombok, Kupang, you know, Banjarnegara, even in Java Island, you know, lots of untouched kids, you know, that we need to help them out.
Who has no access to education or less fortunate from a low income family. So in establishing Kitong Bisa, what goes into your mind? What are the kind of things that you want to teach the kids? Is it just basic skills of soft skills of how to be more social or more to academic learning?
It's kind of combinations, because in Kitong Bisa we have philosophy of different education is different with what we see from the formal kind of directions. In formal, people go to school to get a certificate, to get jobs, that's it, but not education is not for that. Education is kind of create a sense of like being who you are, understanding what your nature is, and that's what we teach in our curriculum for the kids. You know, like we tell them that, hey, you're really good at writing, keep writing, we'll teach you how to write. Hey, you're really good at math, you know, you have to like shape your skills on that. Then we give them inspirations and direction on what potential professionals
you empower them through their natural talent and skills.
In the future. And then we're not replacing the formal one. For instance, you have kids, you want to and you want to register the kids in Kitong Bisa Learning Center. It's not replacing the formal one what the government has, but it's more into supplementing and reaching the kids with what they've studied at school.
And how is the community been response into Kitong Bisa? Have they been
mixed? You know, I've got a very positive experience of like parents supporting our campaigns, but I've got also experience when I teach in North Jakarta. When we were teaching the kids, not that we teach the kids, we have partners that operates in North Jakarta that we help out with to give them kind of guidance on how to do it. And then it was one parent, like one father, who came and shouted at our teachers like, why the hell you take my kids out because he has to work? No,
Yeah.
it's stupid thing that you guys are doing here. He has to work.
Yeah.
So the kid apparently is the son of a fisherman that, not fisherman actually, they pick kind of fish to sell it on the market, and the dad was very upset that we steal his son's time. So 50% of the communities are very supportive.
That's sort of an income gone away because he instead of helping out the family with the economy, he went out, decided to go out learning.
And well, the struggle that we've been facing is not the kids that we're helping out, but actually the parents and the family.
The community, the resistance in the community. We'll talk more about Kitong Bisa when we come back.